The major culture shock would be people here are tall, damn tall. You see, in Sri Lanka, I am considered tall. I am 6.2. Okay, I'm a
Bro.
little tall guy, but
Hi folks, welcome to the second episode of season 2 of TeekoTalks. This is the stories series. Before we get into the episode, this is a friendly reminder to rate the podcast on whatever platform you're listening to this on, and also to drop your reviews to help get this featured on various platforms. So today, I'm not alone. Joining me is Harigaran. Welcome to the show, bro.
hi, look, man, it's nice meeting you too, and it's nice being on your show. Yeah,
Me too. Yeah, nice meeting you too, bro. So Hari,
how's everything there? Are you good?
yeah, perfectly fine. How about you? How's things over there? It's good.
It's nice. It's been a rainy week, and I'm feeling nice today. Yeah, we can
Right,
go on with your show. Yeah.
right. So Hari is currently joining us all the way from Latvia, in the capital of Latvia, that is Riga, and he's doing his final year in computer engineering and animation. He went to Latvia right after his A-levels, and he's been there for how long has it been? How many years, bro?
It's three now. It's three.
Right, he's
It's
been
been
there
three
for
years and
three
one
long
more to go.
years. Right. So yeah, so he's been there for quite a long time, and he's graciously agreed to join us. Within his busy schedule, he's been like, okay, bro, I'll come on and let's talk. We'll talk about Latvia, my experiences, and thanks for that, bro. Just starting off by thanking you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, it's I'm also have to thank you for generously for inviting me on your show, and I have seen your shows. It's nice, actually. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Means a lot. Right, bro.
Yeah,
Let's
sure.
get right in. Let's get in. Let's talk. So, as always, the first question that I'm asking everybody that's coming on the show is, you know, what was the experience like? So you were in Sri Lanka for 18 years, and then you moved into Latvia. What was the experience like? It's a totally different continent. It's a totally different country. How was it like the first few hours, the first few days, emotionally, mentally? What were you going through, bro? Could you like take us through that?
My trip here was a joke to me actually at the beginning. I didn't want to, come to Latvia, come to an abroad country and study. But I used to be this rugged guy who goes places and plays with people and extreme extrovert. So it got stuffy. Then my family they wanted me to get get my studies back together and become a guy. And I was like no. And suddenly they said there's option you can go abroad and study. I was like okay, I will try on it. And then I had friends here, like not friends, a cousin of mine who actually studied here, and he was like, you could choose this university. It has all the facilities you need. Then I was like, okay, I started researching on it, and I got it. And then I got the university. It was like a pipe dream. It was nothing. I was like, okay, let's just get into it. And then it became a, brain. It went all stuff and all that started happening, and I got panicked for a bit. And then being with family for 18 years, your mother, she brings you tea and those stuff, right? And suddenly you're like, from tomorrow you're going to live alone, guy. You have to make your food, you have to make your stuff, you have to do your laundry and all. At starting it was like, damn, I'm going to miss Sri Lanka. And then I was so scared, and I then started packing my bags and I came here.
Mhm.
And now it's been 3 years, and I am literally a cook now. I can cook well than my mom. She's like, how are you doing stuff better than me at cooking? And I was like, this last vacation I came to Sri Lanka, I was like, it's been 3 years and I'm doing alone, and you need to get
You
used to
need to
stuff.
learn. You need
And
to
that's how
like
it
yeah.
was.
You need to adapt, and you need to learn on the go. Like obviously, it must have been one hell of a learning experience for you, bro.
And I was also the youngest child in my family, and it was like, it was hard at first, but it's okay.
It's okay.
People move on, people learn,
Right.
people change, and it was nice actually.
Yeah. I mean,
Experience has been giving me nice actually. Yeah.
for sure, for sure. So that is, the general moving experience. But if you talk about specifically Latvia, for example, if you were moving to the UK, it would have been something different, right? So what did you like notice? Just because, like, did you like, what stood out when you came to Latvia? especially like when you compare it with Sri Lanka,
Uh,
as soon as you landed on the airport and the first few days following it.
it's a European country actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like even the currency is euro, yes.
Right.
So it's mostly towards European style, food, pasta, and all those foods, rye breads and cheese, and these all stuff we don't usually use it in Sri Lanka because it produces hot to our body, and we are from a tropical country and we don't take in much cheese. We use less dairy products because our country is a cold country, a hot country. So and it's the complete opposite here. Everything is cold. You have to be like, there's only maybe 3 months summer here, 3 months hot, and you have to be like in 9 months in cold. I'm always wearing a jacket on my t-shirt or somewhere. It's in winter it will be a 5 kilo jacket, and in spring it will be a half a gram or something. But every time we wear two t-shirts here.
Right.
It was strange at the beginning, but
Mm.
people, I got used to it. And the thing here is, the major culture shock would be uh, people are people here are tall, damn tall. You see, in Sri Lanka, I'm
Yeah.
considered tall. I'm 6.2. Okay, I'm a
Bro.
little tall guy, but yeah, I'm 6.2. That's like damn, he's tall. Yeah, but in here, came the airport and it was like, no, girls are taller than me. You see, you get it now, right? You get the picture, the whole picture. Girls
Right.
are taller than me. Then the guys are taller than me. They are fit. They are,
Right.
I don't know. I always ask my Latvian friends, do you guys get manufactured in some factories? Like they have this nice body, this tall figure, and I was like, I used to ask these guys, and they were like, no. I learned that there's education and all are totally different from our country. It's like
Right.
they are styles of arts and all. They carry themselves, they dance, they do
Mm-hmm.
arts.
Mm-hmm.
So they learn languages, different languages, and sports is a huge thing here. Like
Right.
in Sri Lanka, we get one period per week
Week.
or two
Yeah.
periods per week, right, for our sports. That's how we go.
Maximum.
Then we
Sometimes.
carry ourselves after school. Yeah,
Mm.
but here it's opposite. Like sports has been a huge thing here. Like they do basketball, they do football. People go jogging, and it's like a normal thing here. Like if you run in somewhere in Sri Lanka in a road with a jogger's kit, some not the golf phase areas, but other areas, if you're running, people would like think you're mad. What is wrong with this guy? And here it's like common. Everybody's being like, okay, and they be like talking it in a sent phrase. They're like, okay, today I am planning on going on a walk. I will jog today at 6 o'clock. They're like, what? You guys are saying it out loud. If you say something like in Sri Lanka, we are gonna consider you outcast. And they were like, no, it is normal here. So those stuffs
Right.
and all were like mountains and seas for me. It was something like that. And the food here is so, it's not even spicy. We don't even consider the food here spicy. If you go and ask a shop and be like, okay, can I have the spiciest one here? And they will give you a shop with, I don't know, a little pepper on toppings, just a pepper
So
toppings,
so
and
you
they'll
have to
say that this is spicy last
so
one.
you have to carry
And it
around a
was
packet of chili powder just in case, you put it in all the food that you eat.
yeah, something, my friends at the start, we were like, okay, let's carry chili powders, peppers, and whenever we go to a shop, we'll finish half the pepper sprinkles. We finish half of it. We'll be like, okay, you need this, you need this, you need this, and the sauces we use a lot, man. They don't
Right.
use that much, because it's spicy and all. We do like
Mm-hmm.
extra spicy. And we see Mexican things a lot here, the
Uh-huh.
Mexican spices. That's how we define spicy here.
Right.
So that was a huge difference here
Right. Right.
when you think about it.
Man. I mean, I was just reading up on Latvia also, and one of the most interesting facts that came up everywhere was the fact that everybody is tall in Latvia. And you said you're 6'2", bro. I'm 5'2". If I come there, I'll be like a kid or something, right?
I have short friends, and they'll be like, they are shortest people here. And I used to tease them in Sri Lanka, like, guys, you're short, I can't see your face and all. But in Latvia, it's happening to me, man. It's back. The karma's a bitch here.
Yeah,
Sorry
have
for
to
my
beep that
language.
out. No worries, bro. No worries.
Yeah, sorry for my language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I can understand. Probably food was probably the hardest part, like you said, food and the weather, the hardest part to get accustomed to, right? And it's like you said, European countries, you have to expect that, right? Their food styles are different. Their obviously the weather is totally different, and it's just you have to expect that when you go there. You can't go there and expect to have Sri Lankan food every time, right? Yeah. And it's part of the experience, right? Tasting different foods and exploring that, and it's something different and something new. So I guess that's a great experience. But there's also going to be some things, right? Like, oh my god, this is exact same thing as in Sri Lanka. Like, you see something and like, oh, same way back home. Has there been anything like that in Latvia? You're like, the same thing or very
Yeah,
similar things,
it's tea. Tea actually. People here also drink tea a lot.
right?
The tea packets and all.
Mm-hmm.
It gets sold a lot. I know friends in you work in shops, department shops, and they say that tea is very famous here because they have this same, that drink a tea a day and those stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the green products are here. There are green stuffs here. Most of the asparagus and all we don't use in Sri Lanka,
Mm-hmm.
but we use green leaves and those, and you can find it those in Latvia. It's rare actually in Europe to find. Well, I
Right.
have visited a lot of European countries, but you can find green products in Latvia a lot. That's, I don't know, it's rare or uncanny, but it's true. I
Mm-hmm.
If you go out and you can go to a market and you can find green products. Not
Mm-hmm.
those European greens, mint and all. You can find green leaves actually. So that's actually rare in European side. So that's new, same as in Sri Lanka. The other thing would be, we can say, how to say, our speaking of the communication method is literally like the same things, because in Sri Lanka also we tend to communicate, less in roads. We don't talk much. We don't express ourselves, but we get together plans and in, I don't know, friends parties, musical events and all. We go to these events and we have these approach parties and events and all. And it's same in here. In roads you don't usually speak loud and all, but they have their music festivals and all, and it's that looks the same as Sri Lanka. And the party life is also same as in Sri Lanka, the night parties and all. It is literally the same as Sri Lanka. So that side was kind of like a follow-up for me. Like, I finished my advanced levels and it was like I'm following a college life, a party life, same as in Sri Lanka. That was not a different thing. And
Yeah.
the other thing would be, people here, I don't know, sir. We Sri Lankans are actually have an advantage here in people because
Mm-hmm.
we communicate nice with them. It's easy for us to communicate with them. We do, like, from my perspective. I don't know about other guys. From my perspective, most of the people I speak in my friends and below 30
Mm-hmm.
usually knows English. In our
Right.
Sri Lanka, we know there are Sinhalese and Tamils, but the both communities speak English, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Same here. Like in most other European countries, it's hard to find English actually.
Right.
In France and all, people don't know English; they speak French. In
Mm.
Germany, they speak Deutsch, and you know, but in Latvia, you can find English speakers like myself. I have my mother tongue, but I
Mm.
can speak English too. That These categories are a little high in Latvia actually.
Right.
So that's a common thing we have between us
Right.
cultures.
And so the language in Latvia is Latvian, right? So like that's
Yeah,
like, is that
Latvian.
like Russian? Is that
No,
similar to
it's
that?
like this. No, no. Indo languages, right?
Sorry.
Like Swedish,
Uh-huh.
Indo
Yeah,
languages,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Swedish, Norwegian, like
Mm-hmm.
Deutsch,
Mm-hmm.
and Deutsch. These languages are Indo languages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Latvian is an Indo language which is rather new. It has
Right.
been not a old language, but a new language. But it is with similar to those languages, like
Mm-hmm.
those languages. They have a simple A and we a capital A, but both gives a different pronounce. Like that. It's
Right.
A like that. But in English, it's just A, right?
Could you
So
speak?
here
Could you
it's with
speak something in Latvian to us? Like give us a small speech in
no.
Latvian or something.
I'm not good at it, but I can. Like it's like this. I know how to say well, hello and what, Sveiki,
Uh-huh.
and sorry, Paldies. Atnoviat, excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
and VNs, PNs, and those, and like those, PNs means milk, and
Right.
Ziploki, and see, these are like my market shopping. I'll go to the shop and I'll be like Ziploki kilo, and they use kilo too, so I
Uh-huh.
know those words, and I use really, the small type of communication I have in their
The
language.
basics,
I'll be like.
just enough to survive.
Yeah, yeah, and there's always a great way to express people. Google Translate, the best thing in every country. I don't know language. I'll be like, give me a minute. I'll be like, Atnoyat. That means, excuse me, Atnoyat, Adis, and I'll take my Google Translate out. Here. Then I'll show it, and then like, okay. Then they take me to the aisle. And it has been
Man,
happening a lot nowadays.
thank God for translator.
Yeah, man. Without translator, I'd be stuck in a ship somewhere now. By now, I would have been taken hostage somewhere because I had, like, once a guy was like, "Come with me." He was like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "No." And it was
Mm-hmm.
like he was dragging to me a ship to go to
Mm-hmm.
Sweden. Stop, but stop. I was like, I don't even want to go, man. It was like, and I was like, I took my translator. And I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want to go. And I was like, oh, you are not from with the tourist. And I was like, no, I came with my friends and I escaped. Stuff happens.
Damn.
3 years in a country
Right,
with
right.
new language,
Mm-hmm.
you get into this situation, and
Yeah,
it's actually,
sure,
it's funny, and stories for your life,
sure, sure.
memories, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to speak at least like two lines continuously. I don't want these words. I want these like two lines. Introduce yourself, something like that.
SSMU studente Manivas Harigaran. I am a student.
Uh-huh.
My name is Hariharan. Those are the
Um, okay.
basic sentences.
So like even your name is not Hariharan, it's Ariharan.
Yeah, yeah, Hariharan. So they use those words. And
Uh-huh.
my father's name, they can't say my father's name in, yeah. It's like Rajalingam, and there's no words to write Rajalingam here. So they say Rajalingam, and I'm like, okay, that's me. I know that's me. But they use Hari, so I get it.
Right,
They're
right.
like, that Rajaling, that Hari, that's me. And I go,
We all have that struggle with names, no. So all Sri
yeah.
Lankans have like 5 names, 6 names, long names. We struggle wherever we
Like my
go.
friend, I have a friend here, and his name like Tilanka Pereira Tisara something, and it goes on for like 5 names. I'm like, how are you naming yourself? Why are you naming yourself? And all those guys, they have when they come to like countries here, they'll be having their cool nicknames, like I'm like they're like Jay. I'm like, who's Jay? Who's Jay? Where did you get that name? They're like, no, it's cool.
Well, you need to
I
adapt,
have
right? You
friends
need to
like that.
adapt. You need to live up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, you
even
can.
I say my name Hari. I say it Hari because there is Hari in this language. Hari is mostly in several languages. You can
Yeah,
find that Hari word. I don't know why,
yeah.
but I say Hari. But my
Mhm.
friends be like, I'm Jay. I'm like, no man, your name is Tisara, and they're like, no, I'm Jay.
I hope Tisara is listening to this podcast, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This podcast. It's like a funny conversation. Our podcast is going.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice.
definitely. That's the whole point of it, right? Because I have a lot of friends who are looking to go abroad as well, and they might find it useful, like to hear it from somebody there, like what it's like as a student to come there and study to get into
Yeah,
university there.
life's good here. So
Mhm.
if somebody wants to come into Latvia, I'll be like, you are, life's good here. You can come.